Okay. Hey guys, we are back with season 13, episode 6 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This episode was called The Giving Peach. I have my notes, and so if you guys have yours, we can get into it. Starting on the list here, we have Cynthia and Mike's wedding. Should they invite Dennis and Cynthia's dad? No, we're going to touch Cynthia's dad later because I have a lot to talk about with him in regards to Cynthia sitting down with Noelle and Mal. But just in terms of Dennis, isn't it funny how you could be dating a guy and he cheats on you and everyone in your life still messes with him? Like, he did you wrong, but everyone's like, oh, he's such a good dude. Oh, I hope y'all get back together. Lies on lies on lies on lies. Listen, I don't entertain cheating. The minute you cheat on me, I'm done. Quick personal story. I was dating a guy. He cheated on me with one of my good friends, or someone I thought was a very good friend. And my good friend said that the cheatation happened. The dude said that it didn't. And because I couldn't trust either one of them, Mama Iyanla told me through the universe to let them both go, and I did. I'm not the cheating type. Like, I'm not the one that's going to like let you back in so you could, ruin my life once again. I'm not going to be checking your phone. I'm not going to be following up on you. Like, that's not my ministry. So, going back to the matter at hand, should they invite Dennis? Only if Portia wants him there, I would say. Other than that, you're just inviting drama in for no reason. Moving on to the next one, Ralph and Drew moving forward. Death has put things in perspective. I think that that's great. I'm glad that Drew's helping Ralph through his father's death and just being there for him as a support system. All I have to say in this, and while I was watching the episode, I was rocking back and forth, wringing my hands like an old person. I was just like, listen, Drew, we can help him through his father's death. We can gloss over our issues for the moment, but we're gonna have to get back to why he was down in Tampa and where is this other family. Quick PSA, since we're gonna talk about PSAs later in the episode. Tampa people, everybody down in Tampa, if you have seen a man that meets Ralph's description, please text I found him to 53265. That is, I found him to 53265. I couldn't even remember my damn number. It's fine. And we gonna find out where he was in Tampa and where this other family lives. Moving forward, Kandi is suing Block for child support. Good for Kandi. Listen, come close, Kandi. Come close to the screen. Come close to the camera, okay? If you watching. Kandi people, somebody get this message to Kandi. Kandi, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what your pastor say. I don't care what your friends that was doing your makeup say. I don't care what the employees say. You sue Block until your last breath. It is the principle of the situation, okay? Celebrity net worth say Kandi worth somewhere around 30, 35 million, which means she probably got the damn 90,000 Block owes her and one of Mama Joyce's old wigs in the closet. But that is besides the point, okay? Kandi did not lay down and make this baby by herself, so Block needs to be paying some of this money. I did have a thought though that I don't know if giving Riley the trust fund with the 90,000 is the best idea. Correct me if I'm wrong, and y'all drop down in the comments and let me know, but wasn't Riley embroiled in that little controversy a few years ago where she was down to the Instagram asking people to cash app her money for her birthday? So Lord only knows what's going to happen when you drop her 90,000 and she up in New York right now, but that's besides the point. She is 18 years old and it is her money to do with whatever she wants to do. So all I have to say, Kandi, keep suing Block, and Block keep avoiding Kandi because it makes for good TV. So I'm joking. Don't do that. Kandi, get your money. All right. Portia and Dennis's relationship status. This wasn't really any sort of shocker. When you cheat or when you have cheatation going on in a relationship, it changes it forever. You have your own insecurities. You approach every situation different. Little things piss you off, and basically they're just combustible at this point. I think we need to get past this whole notion that just because you have a child with somebody means that you have to stay with them. It does not. I think you've given it an honest try, and if it's better for your mental health and better for your daughter's well-being that you guys be separate, you can be great co-parents. You don't have to be in the same roof. You don't have to be married to each other in a relationship or get married to be good parents. So once you get past that, I think Portia and Dennis's relationship will just get much better. Moving forward, Noelle is grinding. Mama is booked and busy. Listen, Noelle has come into her own. She has her Instagram, she has her YouTube, she's making money. Listen, all you really need to make money out here as a celebrity kid is a good last name, a little bit of talent, and some access. And Noelle has all of that in spades, plus she's gorgeous. So good for her being booked and busy, taking care of herself. And to me, she's just the poster child that college isn't for everyone. Noelle Tootsie rode her ass down to Howard University and found out in less than a year that it wasn't for her. Listen, college ain't for everybody. And all you really need to have is a plan. Bill Gates, all the people that dropped out of school and, had a plan and made, millions, billions of dollars. So college isn't for everyone. But if you're going to drop out, make sure you have a famous last name, or you have some sort of plan or a trade that you're gonna go into. Candy's food drive. It was nice. Not really much to say about that. Good for Candy giving back to the community. I think it was a really cool concept. In light of the social distancing, to have people drive up and put the groceries in the back of their cars so you don't really have to interact with them as much. So kudos to Candy for that, and I'm glad that she cares and she's giving back to her community. Kenya's messy at Candy's event, Portia. When it comes to Portia, nothing's going to make Kenya happy. So it was funny to me how Kenya was looking at the camera talking about how nobody cares about the issues between Portia and Dennis, when at the event, everybody in the group that was sitting there or, walking around talking, were talking about Portia and Dennis's problems. So clearly everyone cared but you, because you want to be messy. But that's basically Kenya's MO. Kenya's planning a getaway trip quarantine style. I was wondering how they were going to do that this year with social distancing and the pandemic being portrayed on the show. So I think it's great. Get a Sprinter van, get some alcohol and some liquor, and y'all head down to South Carolina to some beach or some Airbnb and live it up. I think it's a great idea. There has to be a trip every year. And I think it just shows that there's lots of places in the continental United States where you can go turn up and have a great time. So I'll be excited to see what happens on it. It looks like the quarantine trip is actually going to coincide with the whole stripperation of the situation. So we're going to see that play out hopefully pretty soon. And then to the meat of the episode, y'all, it was Cynthia versus her mom and the whole PSA and the wedding. So approaching the issue separately. Just in terms of the PSA, I don't believe for 1 minute that her mom did not know what PSA meant or that the PSA was going to be shown on the show, okay? If you walked into the place, first off, your daughter's on this nationally, shown show. So there were cameras already before you even got to the event. You get to the event, it's at a studio. You're sitting in front of the interviewer with cameras and lights and full makeup, and you're talking about these issues, and you thought it wasn't going to go anywhere. That was just confusing to me, but I don't know. Maybe she thought it was just for some sort of internal project and PSA meant like PS, shh, we ain't gonna tell nobody about it. But I think Cynthia took the high road and just going ahead and apologizing to her mom and just saying, if you didn't truly understand what PSA meant and you didn't realize that this was going to be shown in a sort of national way, I apologize, because I never wanted to make you feel that way. And this is such a sensitive subject that, I would only want you to share what you feel comfortable about on television. So kudos to Cynthia for smoothing that over. And the mama, we're going to give her a pass because maybe old people don't know acronyms. I don't know. Moving forward, the wedding. Is it me? Or every time that Cynthia brings somebody around as support, it goes left. Like, she brought Mal to the wedding venue with Mike to be on her side, and Mal ended up on Mike's side. Then she brought Noelle to this event to be on her side against the mama, and Noelle was on the grandmama side. So it's like, Cynthia, girl, you need to get your team together, mom. You need to get you some yes people that's gonna come and support you, because everybody is always just seeing the opposite point of view from yours. During the episode, I had a few thoughts about this. When it first was brought up in the beginning of the episode, I said, why can't the daddy come? It's Cynthia's day. If she wants her dad there, so be it. But then once they brought back in the PSA stuff and how the mom felt about the dad and that they really don't get along, your relationship as a child with your parent is different from the parents' relationships with each other. but there is sort of murky waters when it's items of domestic violence, and you feeling a loyalty to your mom as being the one that's always been there. So listen, Cynthia, this is your second wedding, and your daddy already done walked you down the aisle with the first one. So he can sit this one out. Maybe he can come to a reception, later on. And I say you did good by just letting your mom have this one. Listen, your daddy can come to the third wedding. Let me stop. There's not gonna be a third wedding, okay? Cynthia and Mike are gonna live happily ever after. I love them as a couple. I'm just being messy because it's late and I get messy. I haven't even had anything to drink. It's fine. Anywho, so good for Cynthia smoothing it over with her mom. Good for Noelle for sticking up for her grandmother. And look, Mal didn't even have to say anything. She just sat there and just watched it all go down. Isn't it funny how the grandmama didn't say anything either? And Noelle picked up on that. She was like, listen, grandma agrees with everything I said because she has not said one word while she was sitting there and I was speaking. So when you speak facts, you see what happens. Anywho, y'all, that's really all I had to say about this episode. If you liked what I said, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at DatDamnDasher. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!